Head coach Dave Burkholder is here of the Niagara Purple Eagles hockey team, #2 seed in the Atlantic Hockey Association, and Robert Morris is the opponent. So it's a familiar foe, as you guys were in the CHA for so long together. So thanks for being here. And I guess, what was the week off like? Did you enjoy the downtime, or were you kind of getting ready to go?
It was difficult because we haven't been in this situation before. We had a week off before playoffs, so it was new to us. We actually reached out to a couple of ECAC coaches who have this playoff format and asked them what they did. But we decided as a coaching staff, we gave our guys Saturday and Sunday off. We just thought they needed a weekend away from hockey, from the grind of mentally and physically on their bodies. So, and then we came back today and had a very spirited practice. So, I think the guys are chomping at the bit. Spent the weekend, on the computer seeing who we were going to play and the different matchup potentials, but it works out to be Robert Moore, so we're excited to go.
With a bye week, you've had different schedules, whether it's a Friday, Saturday, or it's a Tuesday, Thursday that gives you games. Are you worried about being able to ramp back up because you finished the season so strongly? I mean, this was a team that down the stretch, you guys won a lot of hockey games and really skyrocketed up to that #2 spot. So how do you make sure that you keep that momentum?
As a coach, I wanted to keep playing. As you mentioned, we were so hot down the stretch. I think we finished 10-2-2, and I just thought, geez, why would we want to break that? What we had going, and we just had a lot of karma, a lot of energy, a lot of spark, a little bit of swagger to our game now. But on the student athlete side of things, they needed. Our guys. There's a lot of guys that are bumped and bruised and mentally beat up. So I think as a player's perspective, it was a good time off.
You say you've got swagger that starts from the net out. Chris Noonan, we'll talk to him later on in the show. He's been just tremendous for you back there here in his senior season.
Well, it's a great story, and I couldn't be happier for him because it hasn't been easy. And he didn't play a minute as a freshman because he was behind a really good goaltender in Giuliano Pagliaro. And then he's fought for every minute that he's been given, he's fought for. And when he maybe was a healthy scratch, he was a great teammate, and his work ethic never wavered. In fact, he's one of our hardest working guys, if not the hardest working guy off the ice. And for him as a senior to take over this team, what a great story. And we said to the guys to start the year, come second semester, it's somebody's net, and it's an open audition, it's an open competition. And Chris is, it's been his story. I mean, it's been his season.
One of the better goaltenders in all of the nation statistically. So Robert Morris is the opponent. 2-0-1 against them so far this season. When you scout the Colonials, what is it that you see that will challenge you?
Well, they have the #1 penalty kill in the nation, and that's legit because they played a very tough non-conference schedule as we did. So, that's an issue. When you talk about playoff hockey, it's special teams and goaltending. So, to try to crack that, and their penalty kill is very good, and their team speed is exceptional, and they're pesky. They're tough to play against. Derek Schooley, their head coach, does a great job. They play hard for them. So, that's always a tough matchup when you have a real energized, fast team.
Where do you think you'll challenge them?
Well, I just think our overall depth should be a concern for anyone we play. We can throw 4 lines at teams now. We're healthy. We've got everyone back. We're hoping to have Mark Sinet back sometime here in the playoff run, but when we're healthy, I just think we're deep. I don't know what line you would key on, and we've had scoring from all 3 lines, all 4 lines, so it's pretty hard to say, hey, let's shut down this certain line for Niagara. I don't think that's an easy task.
And it's a best out of 3 for the weekend. All 3 games would potentially be at Dwyer. How big is it to be at home?
It's huge. We protect our turf pretty good. We're very proud of our record at home over the history of our program, and certainly this year we've done a good job of protecting our ice. So, the playoff format is such that, it's to protect the higher seed. We've earned that over 27 games in the regular season. So for a team to have to come on our ice and beat you 2 out of 3, that's a tough task, and in all the series across the league.
When you're thinking about the postseason, you're thinking about this team, it's every 4 years that a group has gone to the NCAA tournament, and I think these seniors know it. I know they know it. How much do you think it's weighing on them, or how much do you think it's motivating them?
I think it's a motivation. I mean, that's a lot of pressure, and and these kids are very proud and they want to be champions. But we're proud to say that every player that's played at Niagara for 4 years has experienced March Madness on the ice, if you will. We've made the NCAA tournament, so. And this senior class is looking to do that. So if the numbers play out, it would be an exceptional story for our senior class.
Well, #2 inside Atlantic Hockey for the season, and on to the playoffs now from here. So best of luck, and you know, 2 out of 3 at home. What are you going to do with the goaltenders? I mean, you know, you got 3 in a row potentially. Is Chris Noonan going to be the horse you ride?
Yeah, he's gotten us here, and we will take our chances with Chris, no doubt.
All right, well, forget fatigue. It's the playoffs at all costs. All right, well, good luck, Berkey.